Oh my God. Am I supposed to be crying? Oh God. Keep it together, Choma. Keep it together. Sincerely speaking, I was one of the victims to the fear of being seen. I have always wanted to become a content creator for a very long time now, literally since my high school days. But I was so scared about what others will think of me, most especially my friends and my family. And one of that fear is I never wanted to be seen or perceived as a wayward child by my family, just because I started, like, just because I am a content creator, just because I now show myself on social media. That time when I was much younger, people would see you as, those people that are on social media, those people that do social media, they have nothing to do with their life. They are just there being a wayward child. Like, that was the way I actually saw this thing. And that was one of the reasons why I was held back from starting my content creation career when I was in my secondary school days. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all how you can overcome this fear of being seen, just as how I overcome my fear of being seen. Now, this video will be divided into 4 chapters or 4 agendas. The first chapter for today's video will be a short story time on my fear of being seen, how it affected me. Okay, then the second agenda is going to be what is the fear of being seen, like what truly does the fear of being seen mean. The third one is going to be the common triggers or causes of this fear of being seen, because you cannot just start developing the fear of being seen. There must be something that is causing it or that is triggering it. So I'm going to be sharing with you common causes of this fear of being seen. And then the fourth one is going to be actionable steps that you can follow, or that I actually followed to overcome this fear of being seen. So I said earlier that I have always wanted to become a content creator since my primary school days. Now, one of the hinder I had, obviously at that time I was very, very young. I was literally very, very young. I spoke to my father, I spoke to my dad about it. I told my dad that I love content creation. That time, I think most especially it was on the lockdown time where people were beginning to come into TikTok. They were doing TikToks very, very well. And I wanted to also participate in that. I told my dad about that I wanted to like do content creation, that I need his help. And one of the ways I needed his help was so that he can give me phone, like buy me a phone that I'll be using. Because that time I did not have a phone, or better still, the phone I had cannot even carry YouTube, talk more of TikTok or even Instagram. It could not carry it. It was only Facebook I was able to do that time. I would just be taking all this selfie and be posting it anyhow like that on Facebook. But I knew that I just don't want to do Facebook. I want to do TikTok, YouTube, most especially YouTube. I wanted to do that. So I spoke to my father about this. He told me no, that he is not going to allow me to be on social media, that he does not like it. So my father is the type of person that doesn't really like social media. I love him so much, by the way. But parents, sometimes the way they see things, it can be different from the way children see things. Just like the way maybe your child or your future child might want to become this, but you don't understand the aspect the person is coming from. So I won't say that it's his fault, because it is not his fault. That was the way he saw things. He felt like people that are on social media, most especially girls that are on social media, they live wayward life. They will start going to parties, they will start acting anyhow, they will start misbehaving. So I felt it came from a fatherly love angle. Like, he was trying to love me, he was trying to protect me. I am actually the only daughter of my family, so he was trying to really look after me as the only daughter he has. So he said, no, Chioma, you are not going to expose yourself to social media. You are not going to be a social media influencer or anything. Then when I saw that disapproval from me, it made me cry. I cried. I almost gave up. I said, you know what? How can I do it when my father will not even allow me? I spoke to my mom about it. Thank God my mom was a little bit more understanding. She actually gave me her phone. My father refused to get me a phone for me to do that. And that was why I was unable to start my social media career during that lockdown time, that 2019 period. Then I spoke with my mom. My mom said she's going to be borrowing me her phone. But obviously, I don't have access to her phone 24/7 whenever I needed it. So the little time she borrowed me her phone, I used it to film some YouTube videos and just upload it. And anytime my father saw me doing that, filming that video, or my mom giving me the phone, he gets so furious. It makes him so annoyed. He keeps on telling me, Choma, Shay, you want to become a wayward child. You want to turn to all those wayward girls, right? So that thing, that disapproval, that way my father did not even support me. And that time I was still very small. He made me feel like, even with what other people in the community do talk about, it made me feel like I cannot just become a social media influencer. It made me feel so sad. As I'm saying this thing, I am feeling, I feel like crying. Like I feel so emotional right now because it's literally prevented me from pushing my content creation career. And it was, oh my God. I'm supposed to be crying on my first, not my first YouTube video, but oh God, keep it together, Choma, keep it together. The reason why I am looking so emotional like this is because it really hurts me. That thing triggered the fear of being seen, most especially pursuing my career, and it also affected me because I'm somebody that loves singing. You might not know this, I'm somebody that loves singing. And that was what I started with on YouTube. It affected me in the aspect of I don't know how to sing. I'm not good at singing. And even in the church, I said, okay, let me sing in church. Since I cannot be singing on YouTube, let me sing in church. It affected me in that aspect. When people say, Choma, you're not singing this thing where, Choma, you're going off key. Instead of trying to help me, support me, they keep saying things about me that makes me feel down. It's just made me lock up myself a lot. It's literally made me to lock up myself a lot. Oh God. Oh God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not usually like this. The only thing there is that whenever I say things that really makes me get so emotional, I can actually be an emotional human being. Whenever I say things that make me get so emotional, I can cry at the slightest. I think I'll just have to wrap up this story because I feel like this story is making me to cry more than I'm supposed to look joyful in this video. Well, yeah, that is it. Welcome to the world of Chioma, somebody that is very emotional. And another passion I had was to become a model. That one was even the worst. Just imagine your father, he doesn't want you to be a content creator, and you're now telling him you want to be a model. Be for real. Like, just be for real. So that you now, he was like, oh, so that you will now start wearing all those exposing clothes. You start wearing pants and bra on the internet. So you start doing all those things. Abi. He said, God forbid, he is never going to accept that. It's boom, it blew up my mind. It made me just to lock myself in. It made me to just lock myself in until one of the person that I really really helped me was my mom. My mom sat me down one day. I love her so much. I love my mom. I love my dad so much. Like I said, I believe this is coming from the aspect of love. But most time, some parents need to understand where their children are also coming from. Try and understand your kids. What are their passion? Try and understand them so you can actually figure out what they truly love. Until one day my mom sat me down and she spoke with me. She said, Chioma, do you know that your father really loves you? The reason why he doesn't want you to do this is because he loves you so much. And she explained it to me very well. She was like, you're the only daughter your father has. Your father will not be happy if he loses you to the world. If you turn to those ladies that does anything like that, turn to a wayward child, he wouldn't be happy. That I should understand the aspect it's coming from. Then I understood that, and that's the reason why I'm also saying it's coming from a fatherly love angle, and that is why I love my father so much, and I love my mother so much. Then she told me to promise her that despite the fact that she's giving me her phone from time to time, I should promise her that I'm not going to mess up. I should promise her that I am genuine. I should promise her that I must always put God first in everything I do. That if God doesn't want me to do this, I should let it be. I should let it be. That God must always come first. She told me, she sat me down, she talked a lot with me that day, and it sank into me. And I literally promised my mother that day that I would never leave God, that God will always be there and I will not do things to mess up. When I promised her that, I also tried to talk to my dad to make that same promise to him, but obviously he did not understand it. So that was how my mom started pushing me. My mom started telling me, oh, if people are telling you you're going off key, then she will tell me, okay, this is how to know when you're on key. This is how to become a better singer. She started pushing me, like helping me out. From there, giving me her phone. From there, I started coming out from my shell. That fear of being perceived as a wayward girl. When I started doing social media, she started pushing me out of that. And then obviously I started it, and then I started watching videos on YouTube, self-improvement videos under this aspect of fear of being seen. Day by day, I kept watching that video, how to become a better person, how to become a content creator, how to do YouTube, everything. I was literally watching it, and that was how I was so happy. All of a sudden, I decided to become more serious with my second YouTube channel, and I started my YouTube, and it has been lovely. And I thank God that I was able to overcome this fear. So I'm just going to stop here for this story, because if you don't know, also I'm somebody that talks too much. I'm somebody that loves gisting. I'm somebody that loves telling story. So if I continue with this story, I don't think we are going to leave this video. So let's just move on to the second agenda for today's video. What actually is this fear of being seen? Now I jotted the meaning down somewhere. So according to the meaning derived from ChatGTP, the fear of being seen, also called scopho oh my god, scopophobia, also called scopophobia, is a specific type of phobia where people have an excessive fear of being watched or stared at or recognized. Now, they also went further to say that this fear of being seen can lead to a sense of danger and the need to escape, causing anxiety disorders, a common form of mental illness. Now, I just want to point out that this fear of being seen can actually come in several ways. One of the ways I mentioned is like being a content creator. So it's not just only about becoming a content creator that you can experience the fear of being seen. One of the ways you can experience this fear of being seen is the fear of starting that business or that thing that you want to do. Just like me, I had the fear of starting my content creation career. It could be the fear of starting that business you want to do. Maybe when you start the business, your friends around are telling you if you start that business, you're going to fail, and you don't want them to see you fail. When you finally start the business and maybe you fail, then they will now start laughing at you. Then you're now scared. Another way fear of being seen can come into play is the fear of you owning up to who you are, most especially in the public setting. Take, for example, if you're somebody that when you laugh loud, like you literally laugh loud, and when you're outside, you have the fear of laughing loud. You have the fear of being who you are. Maybe because when you laugh loud, people are going to insult you. People are going to tell you, you're a lady, calm down. Why are you laughing so loud? You should laugh subtle. But you don't know how to laugh subtle. You're somebody that laughs loud. Or maybe when you talk, you have like a higher tone of voice. You don't talk like subtle or calm, and you notice people are insulting you because you talk that way. But this is just who you are. Now, have you seen the reason or the way this fear of owning up to who you truly are can now come into play? Now, let's go into the third agenda for today's video, and the third agenda is going to be the common triggers or causes of fear of being seen. Like I said, that fear of being seen cannot just sprout out from nowhere. It can't just come out from nowhere. Something must have caused it. Now, some of these triggers, the first one could be family trigger, family cause. Just as I gave my story, through belief, like the belief system of your family. Your family might believe that, oh, this type of thing is not good. This type of thing is good. This type of thing is bad. This type of thing is good. Now, because of the belief system of your family, it is going to trigger that fear, and it is going to prevent you from coming out to do that thing that everybody in your family says is bad, because you don't want to be like the black sheep of your family. You don't want to be that. So because of you don't want to be looking like the black sheep of the family, it is going to trigger that fear of you becoming that which you want to become. So that's another way family can affect it. And then another one is unsupportive family members. I've already explained that. Now, apart from family being one of the common trigger or cause, another cause is friends. Yes, the community, your friends, the type of friends you associate yourself with. Like, do you associate yourself with a friend that tells you if you start that business, it is never going to progress, it cannot progress? Or maybe they tell you're somebody that doesn't know anything about business, you don't know how to manage money. How do you want to start a business when you cannot even manage money, when you don't even know the basics of business? They'll be telling you, they'll be giving you all these things, ringing all these words in your mind, making you know that, like, putting that fear in you that you are definitely going to fail, that there is no how you can succeed. So this is one of the ways your friends can actually be a cause or a trigger to your fear of being seen. Now, another cause or trigger is insecurities. Insecurities, most especially your body parts. Are you somebody that maybe you have a bigger head, or maybe you have a big tummy, or maybe you have a big nose, or you have a big mouth, or you have a big eyes, and maybe people are constantly pointing this about you? Okay, maybe people are not even pointing this about you, but you feel like because you have a big tummy, because you don't have a body figure, maybe because you don't have that curve, you don't have that, maybe you have a big mouth or you have a wide lips, because of that you feel like, oh, I cannot become a content creator because my lips are just too wide. I don't want people to start insulting my lips. Then because of that, that body insecurity, it is going to really, really make you find it difficult for you to do that thing that you want to do. For you to, like, let's take for example, if you want to be a social media person, a content creator, it is going to make it difficult for you to, like, become that content creator. Why? Because of a particular body insecurity. So that's just one of the ways how body insecurity can actually lead into your fear, or into the fear of being seen. Now, another cause or trigger is you feeling like you're not good enough. Let's take, for example, now you want to become a YouTuber, but the niche that you want maybe is talking about finance, money aspect, and you feel like you don't know anything about money. So, how can I do that? When I started my second YouTube channel, I didn't really know anything about skincare. Literally, when I started my YouTube channel, it was just my first video, my first skincare video there was because I bought some skincare products. I didn't even know anything about skincare. I don't know anything about what exfoliation is. I don't even know the difference between a body lotion and a body cream. I didn't know whether what serum is. I don't even know what cleanser is. I just shall know that when I bought a skincare product, it is written on the body lotion. If somebody tell me, is this your moisturizer? I will tell them, no, it's not my moisturizer. It is my body lotion. Because I literally did not know anything about skincare. But guess what? I still did it. I still pushed myself. And another thanks to my mom for telling me, just start it, just do it anyhow. As you're growing, as you're learning more, you will become better. So I'm just trying to tell you that you feeling like you're not good enough, or maybe you're not knowledgeable enough on a particular aspect or a particular niche you are most interested in. If you're feeling that way, you are not even going to start anything. You waiting for when you're perfect, and there is no perfection. No matter how much you try, nobody is perfect. Another thing again is, and this is something that I have noticed some of my friends' faces, they'll be like, I don't have equipment, I don't have good equipment. How can I film YouTube videos when I don't have equipment? Let me shock you. So this is my old phone here. This phone, let me turn the back. This is Gioni phone. Can you see how this phone looks so disorganized? It doesn't even look nice at all. Can you see how this phone looks like? This is an Android phone. This was the phone I started with my YouTube. Some people, some of my friends, or some people out there, when you tell them that start your content creation career, they'll say they don't have an iPhone. And me, I'll be like, I don't understand. But you have a phone that cameras, that videos. They said yes. I use it. They say no, it's iPhone. I started my YouTube journey with an Android phone. I started with my mommy's Techno phone. That time she was using Techno, a very low grade Techno. I was using it like that. Then I moved to Johnny. I am still using it like that. It is even this year, no, sorry, not this year, last year, late last year, that I was opportuned to get myself an iPhone. And even the iPhone I'm talking of is an iPhone XS Max. Some people they'll be like, no, I want to get an iPhone 12. I want to get an iPhone, the highest grade of iPhone. It is even an iPhone XS Max I am using to film my video. I'm just trying to tell you that stop allowing, like, this fear of you saying that you don't have the correct equipment. As long as this is going to video you, start like that. You don't expect, like, stop trying to push your first video, your first content to be perfect. when I started, my first video was not perfect. I did it like that. You feeling like you're not good enough is one of the ways, one of the causes of fear of being seen. And then finally, another cause of fear of being seen is guilt. Yes, when you feel guilty, take for example, when you have a people pleasing mindset, you feel like, oh, if I do this thing, this person will be disappointed in me. I want to please this person. I want to please this one. I want to please this one. How many people you want to please? You can't please everybody at a whole. No matter how much you try to please this one, you please A, you please B, you please C, you please D. You want to please everybody. It just cannot happen. Everybody cannot love you. Period. Everybody cannot love you. So when you feel that guilt of if you do this thing that is best for you feel like this person is not going to be happy about it. This one is not going to be happy about it. That feeling of guilt. And this was one of the trigger of my fear of being seen. Guilt. Yes. I felt like if I do this, I'm going to disappoint my father. If I continue to do this, this is going to happen. So the guilty feeling in me was one of the triggers of my own fear of being seen. Now, moving on to the fourth chapter, which is the last chapter for today's video, and that is how to conquer or get rid of this fear of being seen and the benefits you're going to get when you have conquered this fear of being seen. And this is where I am very happy, most happy to share my steps on how I was able to conquer my own fear of being seen. The first thing I want you to take note of is that everyone has a particular fear. It might not be the fear of being seen, okay? Take for example, it might be the fear of going broke, most especially found within wealthy people. You know, when someone is already very wealthy, one of the fears of a wealthy man or a wealthy woman is the fear of going broke, like when they don't have money again. That's one of the fears. So like I said, it doesn't have to be the fear of being seen. So you need to understand that everybody has a particular fear. Now, the second step when it comes to overcoming this fear of being seen is that I want you to understand this is going to take time. As a matter of fact, for me, it did not take overnight for me to conquer my fear of being seen. Okay, it is going to take time. Even as you're in the process, maybe you're saying, oh, you have already conquered it, you will notice that sometimes you will fall back. You will start becoming fearful of that particular thing that you felt like you have already gotten over, you've gotten rid of. So anybody that is going to tell you that this is going to take, like it's supposed to take fast for you to overcome the fear, it's not. Like overcoming fear in general does not, like it does not take overnight. Like it does not take it doesn't happen in a twinkle of an eye. That's just what I'm trying to tell you. So you need to understand that this is going to take a gradual process. And most times, our brains signal to us, maybe when you want to take that step and do that thing that you're scared of, but you want to still do it, your brain start triggering to you, no, 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 come back to your comfort zone area. No, 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 this is danger. This is danger. Like it happens to me. My brain will be triggering to me that, oh no, Choma, this is danger. This is danger. Let's just go back to our comfort zone. Your brain will keep triggering that to you until you are finally able to conquer that. So that's one thing that's the second step, or that's the second thing I want you to know is that it is going to take time. Okay, it does not happen overnight. Now, the third step is I need you to write down your present limitations or your present fear of being seen. What is your present trigger? Like me, I noticed that one of it was my family, coming from my family. The second one was guilt, in the sense of I don't want to feel like I've disappointed people. Okay. The third one was community for me, in the sense of, oh, people in this community, what are they going to think of me? What are they going to think of my family when they see that, oh, Choma is the only one in this family that is a content creator, why others are not? Like the community, what are they actually going to think of me? Those were like my triggers. I wrote it down. I jotted it down. So I also want you to jot down, to write down, to know exactly what is the cause of that fear. Like what is the trigger of your own fear of being seen? It is very important you actually do this. Now, the fourth step or the fourth thing I want you to do is to learn to detach from that trigger or cause of your fear of being seen. You know, you've written it down already, right? Now, I want you to start learning how you can detach or how you can get over it. Now, I know that this is like the hardest step, like one of the hardest step in it is you finally trying to get over it. Because when you're trying to get this, like I said, your brain will be triggering danger, danger, danger to you. So this is like the most difficult aspect of this step, and it was the most difficult aspect for me. Let me don't even lie, it was very difficult for me, but it is also the most important aspect. It is not writing it down. If you don't take the step to start detaching from it, there is no how you can overcome that fear of being seen. Now, in order for me to explain this process of detaching from the fear, like from your current trigger to your fear of being seen, I'll be giving one example of, let's say, a trigger. Okay, let's say, take for example, if your own trigger of the fear of being seen is body image or body insecurity, this is what I want you to do. I want you to first off try and search up videos on how to accept yourself, body insecurities video, how to learn to love yourself. Like, be watching videos on that back to back. This was what I did. When my own fear, I was watching videos on it back to back. How can I overcome the fear of becoming a content creator? How can I overcome the fear of people telling me that my community, my family, everybody around me, making me feel like I am not going to, like I'm going to turn into a wayward child if I start becoming a content creator. I was watching videos on this back to back. I was watching videos on how to become confident, how to pursue your dreams, how to become a better individual in a whole. Like, when you're watching videos on that particular course, it is really going to help you. Like, it is one of the ways it is going to help you. So I want you to be watching videos. Is it on YouTube? Is it on TikTok? Any platform? Just be watching videos, most especially on YouTube, where people shares longer, in-depth videos for you. So be watching videos back to back that will help you, that will teach you how to overcome that fear of being seen. That's the first thing I want you to do. Now, the second thing I want you to know is that everybody is that if your fear of being seen is body image, like body insecurity, I want you to know that you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. Everybody is made differently, and you're a wonderful and unique creation, and nobody is perfect. That's another thing. Don't try to say, oh, because I have like a bigger tummy, or maybe because I have like a wider lips, then I am imperfect. Then every other people that has small lips or that has better lips are perfect. Do you know that there are some people that they have small lips, like thin lips, the type of lip that you want, but them they don't want it? Do you know? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that nobody is perfect. No one is perfect. I want you to accept, embrace your imperfection. That is the way you can actually overcome this fear of body insecurity. And when you are able to embrace that your imperfection, you would be able to, do that which you want to do. Maybe if your body image is a trigger to you not wanting to become a content creator, as you have accepted that, you will see that gradually you will start becoming more confident when it comes to showing yourself on camera. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. So it's a gradual process. You start becoming more confident when it comes to showing yourself on the camera. Now, and another thing I also want you to do is self affirmations. Okay, you can talk to yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, or even admire yourself in the mirror. You look at your body, you'll be like, I am beautiful, I am wonderfully made by God, I look so unique. I love it. Compliment the aspect of your body that you love. Don't just be focusing on the negative, but the aspect of your body you don't love. It could be your nails, it could be your hands. You can be like, I love my hands. I love my stature. I love how tall I am. I love how slim I am. I love how fat or chubby I am. I love how unique I love the curve that I have. Just compliment the aspect of your body that you really, really like. So that is what I want you to do. Now, in overall, try not to let what people say about you get to you. I know this is very hard, because obviously it is even the people that are most time making you feel more insecure about the things you're already insecure about. But I just want you to know that everybody is going to talk. Like, I want you to understand that everybody will always have their own opinion. Everybody will always have their own say. You might come online, people will compliment that thing you find as an insecurity. People will say, oh, I love the way your lips are. I wish I have that kind of lips. Why some people will be like, why is your lips like this? Why is your lips so tiny? Why is your lips so big? It's weird. So I just want you to know that despite the fact, whatever you want to do, people will still have their say. People will still say something about it. People will always have their own opinion about everything. Now, the fifth step that you can follow to overcome the fear of being seen is to practice self affirmation and celebrate your every step. I've already talked about self affirmation before, and self affirmation is a very strong self-love. Is a very strong form of self-love. Be saying self-affirmation words to yourself from time to time, and also try to compliment your every step. Let's say today you decided to film one video, despite the fact that people feel maybe you have insecurities about your eye, but you decided to film one video, even if you have, like, let's say a big eyes, or you have a very tiny eyes, but you still decided to film one video. You compliment yourself. You say, I'm proud of myself, Chioma, I'm very proud of myself, despite the fact that I have, like, my insecurities, like my eyes, and it prevents me from showing myself on camera. I love the fact that I was able to do one video. Compliment yourself. um Celebrate yourself. Every little step you take, celebrate yourself. The more you compliment and celebrate yourself, you will notice that you are able to even do more. That it's just, there's a psychology behind that, and I've noticed that. So the more you compliment yourself, the more you celebrate every little step you take, the more you'll be able to do more. Like, it's going to help you when it comes to doing more. So my loves, this is literally just 5 steps that I followed that really helped me when it comes to overcoming my fear of being seen. And when you follow these steps, it will definitely also help you. It will assist you when it comes to overcoming your fear of being seen. Now, quickly, let's just run through the benefits that you're going to get if you finally overcome this fear of being seen, or the benefits I am now getting. The first one is that you'll be able to do what you truly love. Yes, me now being a content creator, filming my YouTube video, I feel so happy whenever I'm filming my YouTube video. So have you seen, I am able to finally do what I truly love. The second one is that you'll be able to be your true and authentic self. Yes, when you accept the fact that, let's say, you laugh loud, you'll be able to be your true and authentic self, and you'll be able to attract people, the right people that loves you for who you are, that loves that thing, that particular aspect of your life that people looks as it is not good, it is weird. You'll be able to attract people that literally loves and admire that particular aspect of your life. Another benefit is you achieving your dreams and reaching your highest potentials. Now, when you're able to overcome your fear of being seen, you'll be able to push forward. This time around, it's not fear, not what people have to say, it's not what the community have to say, it's not what the elders of the land have to say that is going to prevent you from pursuing your dreams. Okay, so those are now backward. You will now be able to think more, strategize more. How can I achieve my dreams? So this is another way how you overcoming your fear of being seen can literally benefit you. So my loves, that's just like the benefits, my story, what fear of being seen is, the triggers, and also the steps you can follow to overcome this fear of being seen. I hope this video was very useful to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video helped you in one or two ways. Let me know whether you enjoyed this video. Let me know which aspect of this video you resonated with the most. Okay, let me know in the comment section. I have to end this video here. This video is already long. This is 51 minutes I have been filming this video, and I have to end this video here. So loves, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, please subscribe, please like my video, turn on post notification bell. I need your support on my second YouTube channel, so please, I need your greatest support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.